Crazy Boy then took him under his wing, and then BigTaurusCam became part of the clan Evolution DTP, Disturbing the Peace, with the initials of EVO, which is why you see that on the front of my name. Consistently owning people on ranked matches. There was then clan battles because Crazy Boy also had enemies, and I was the guy to solve that problem. So we had clan battles, enemy fights, you name it, and he would have filmed those matches and they would have all got destroyed, including a guy named Rebel, who I don't know too well, but apparently Crazy Boy had beef with this guy. Then hack movesets started to exist, making it harder for the BigTaurusCam to kick any more asses there were. But BigTaurusCam still persevered, and no matter how many hacks there were, BigTaurusCam still used to get the victories against the hackers, even through the no touches in 2011. From changing his hairstyle from a Mohican and shaved sides, BigTaurusCam grew dreadlocks, which started about this big and ended up being down to his nipple. Journey continued. BigTaurusCam was just known for being the unstoppable man, and people were asking, there must be something wrong with this guy. He must have a turbo controller. He must be a hacker. But every single time there was a no-go for Shosha. So then they put BigTaurusCam on the website of the 100 players to avoid list. They had paragraphs of the 2K servers. People who cheat, people who did hack, people who did boot people offline if they didn't win matches. But BigTaurusCam was just called the biggest noob in the game. That was enough to make BigTaurusCam make a promise he would keep for the rest of his life. And that promise was, oh, so you want to put me on the 2K avoid list now? Well, I guarantee you one thing. You are never going to prove that I am a cheater, because you are never going to see me use the hacks that the other people on those 100 players to avoid list use. You're never going to see BigTaurusCam hack ever. And he has kept that promise all the way from 2011 till 2K17. But that's not where the story ends. He meets a gamer called Harmy Skies, who used to be a part of Evolution DTP that betrayed that crew. Long story short, his ego got in the way and he thought he could beat anyone, until he was placed under a match against BigTaurusCam in 2K13, WE13. And guess what? Not only did BigTaurusCam whoop that ass, but he got over 11,000 views. Then BigTaurusCam was just a common name. Watch out for the black dude with bare feet and dreadlocks. He's the guy you need to watch out for. He won't hack you, but he will beat you harshly. As time went on, dominations was just getting off the chain. And then BigTaurusCam in 2015 late decided to film his own beatdown, and here you are. Before and after I was a destroyer. Still being unstoppable, BigTaurusCam will boldly challenge anyone in any type of match. In a handicap, you could be a hacker. If you were a hacker and you won or lost, you would have been exposed. And BigTaurusCam would say, I would film any match. I won't be like some of these other YouTubers where they only film matches where they win. I film matches where they lose, and he stuck to that promise. I still do. Then he had a clash with the leader of the True Clan, Natural, who hacked him in his first match just because BigTaurusCam's tag team partner hacked. Except for BigTaurusCam had a change of heart, because he felt so disrespected and cheated by the amount of drag spams and the laggy connection to go with it, and the corner splash glitch into the drag spams, into the cheap stuff. Even his partner was outraged and then started hacking True Natural. Then True Natural hacked him back and hacked BigTaurusCam and got the victory. And BigTaurusCam has been in war ever since then, and that was in 2K15. Alright? Stumbling across one of Natural's Goonies citizens he raced, who also hacked him in a backstage brawl and laughed about it, BigTaurusCam did not forget. and he has had beef with Citizens Erased too. And that's why we have this thing right here of the beef between BigTaurusCam and True Clan. If I'm boring you yet, I don't care. Switch it off, watch something different. The beef is still going on today, but it's dumbed down a bit. And so far, True Clan has beaten BigTaurusCam. BigTaurusCam's beaten the True Clan. It's just been a vicious circle, and now he is getting rusty. So now I'm losing matches where I don't usually lose anymore, and it is really tough to maintain what I started with in the beginning. So I think I've gone way past the moral of the story. I think I've explained pretty much the whole story, but the moral of the story is there was a 2K game. There was a black dude from England named BigTaurusCam who promised he would never use hacks and never did use hacks in his life and always remained on the top of the leaderboards. The end. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's the end of me speaking my mind of part 3. So you know a little bit more about BigTaurusCam, or, you know, from the horse's mouth. Alright? Thanks for enjoying, thanks for watching, and yes, winner boy, time to get back into character.